Mr Mitchell, perhaps first, what progress you've made meeting American legislators on getting Mr Armour free?
Well, we've been able to put a powerful case, I think partly because we are an extraordinarily broad delegation from the British Parliament. Jeremy Corbyn and I don't necessarily agree on very much in British politics, but on this issue we are absolutely at one. And we've been able to point firstly to the breadth of British opinion on this, the fact that there was a unanimous motion passed in the British House of Commons on March the 17th this year, asking for his transfer back to the United Kingdom. And also that it's doing considerable damage, I think, to the relationship between Britain and America, because in Britain many people are very perplexed. There's been a huge online petition as to why Shaka Armour is still in custody. So I think those points are getting across. There's a very convoluted and difficult, indeed frustrating approach to how he gets released for transfer, but we feel that we're managing to put our case, and we are being heard by the administration and by the very senior senators, including Senator McCain, who we've been able to talk to today and yesterday.
Jeremy Corbyn, is this all the Americans' fault? Isn't it also the case that the British government perhaps is rather reluctant to see Mr Armour come home?
Well, that may have been the case in the past, but the Prime Minister did respond to a petition, a 100,000 signature online petition. He did respond to parliamentary questions. He did raise the matter directly with President Obama earlier this year. There was a unanimous decision of the House of Commons in March to call for his return to Britain. There is unanimity in Parliament on his return, and we've been putting that message very strongly. We're just about to start our 8th meeting with different senators around this building this afternoon, and we've made the case that everyone in Britain is very serious about this. Britain wants him back. He wants to be back with his family, with his 13-year-old son that he's never seen, and that he will be we want him to be freed as soon as possible. As Andrew said, there is a very convoluted debate going on in the USA. We've tried to cut through that by just making the point that Britain has the rule of law, we have a democratic society, we do not think he should remain in Guantanamo Bay, and we've got a good hearing. We've had a very good reception, and we'll obviously be following this up with letters, but coming here and making the case has been very effective and very powerful, and we've been very well received both by Senator McCain, Senator Feinstein, and yesterday by Senator Leahy.
And Mr Mitchell, it is accepted by the American authorities that there isn't a case against Mr Armour, so what is physically stopping him just walking out?
Well, he was cleared for transfer initially to Saudi Arabia, to which he doesn't want to return, some 6 years ago, and he's actually been cleared twice, once under the Obama presidency and before that under the Bush presidency. It is a convoluted and difficult process. It affects more, of course, than just this one prisoner, but in this case 15 other inmates at Guantanamo have been returned and transferred to the United Kingdom. None of them have in any way receded back to a questionable past. So Britain has got clearly the right structures in terms of support and security to satisfy the American administration that he will be properly monitored and looked after. And in a way that's one of the most compelling arguments for letting him now be transferred back to the United Kingdom and removing this thorn in the side of a very important relationship for Britain and I think also for America.